Okay. Hey, what's up, Making a Break It family?
Yo.
What
Hey,
up? What up?
Hey, listen, I'll go ahead and go last. Can y'all go ahead and introduce yourself to the people for me and where y'all come from, what show y'all already run, and what time to come on?
Okay. You already know. It's your girl J.E. I'm coming from Spike T Show. We get lit.
Spike
We get
T.
everything going. The most empowerment women's movement going on right now. So it's your girl J.E. You already know it's J-Way or No Way at all. On this show today, M.O.B. Make it or break it. Let's get it.
Hey, Jay. Hey, when can people see Spike T?
Oh, you can see Spike T on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We just got our TikTok going. That's at Spike T Media. You can get us on Facebook. That's Spike T. You can get us on YouTube. Our show is going every Tuesday, 9:15 p.m. Please be tuned because we are not going to miss anything. You're not going to miss anything. You're going to get everything that's coming towards you. Let's get it.
That's a fact.
Yes, sir. Jay just spazzed out on that thing.
It's the T game.
Turn up for me, Yetta.
Yo, Jay spazzed out on that thing.
Yeah, you already know for the team.
Hey, yo, it's your man. It's your man Yetta D, repping the M.O.B., the 336, the Who Got Next show. Me and my guy, Mr. Say Less. It's every Wednesday night, 9:15. We bringing you the latest and the greatest and the undiscovered hip hop. We doing it for the people every Wednesday night, 9:15. Check us out on YouTube. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, back as usual, without any interruptions. It's your man Craze, the tech man, the affiliate of Mr. What's Up, the What's Up Show. Hey, look, back at you again. Make sure you check out all the links in the description box below. Rock with Make It a Break It Media, baby. We here every single night of the week. Catch us doing something different.
That's a fact. And last but not least, I hope not, it's your man Say Less. You know what I'm saying? Rocking with my man Yetta on that Who Got Next show every Wednesday at 9:15 on Make It or Break It Media on YouTube. Once again, that is Make It or Break It Media on YouTube at 9:15 on Wednesdays and every day of the week. You can tap in so you know it. Go ahead and subscribe to that channel because every show that has been spoken upon will be on there. And today, we have a special guest and we will be talking about a lot today. You know what I'm saying? And I know what y'all here for. And I don't want to hold you up no more. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this introduction so we can go ahead and introduce our special guest today. And before you do all of that, I need you to like that L. I need you to share. I need you to share that S. And I need you to subscribe. Did I miss anything, anybody?
Oh, no.
Got it.
No.
Yeah. It's family time, man. This is hip hop. We are the culture for the people, by the people. Go ahead and drop that. Okay. What's good? So listen, like I said, with no further ado, okay. I would like to introduce somebody. So listen, my man Mikey Barslow. Mikey Barslow. Welcome, Mikey.
What's up? Thanks for having me.
So tell me something, Mikey. Tell me something. You on the Make It or Break It show, so you know what I mean. I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody know if you are on this platform, it is for a reason. All right, it is for a reason. Mikey Barslow, if you could tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
What's up? Well, I'm a hip hop artist out of New Jersey. Mikey Barslow. Formerly known as FH1, Funky Hobo #1, a name that was given to me by my brother, Khalis Bayan, founder of Kool and the Gang. May he rest in peace. Unfortunately, due to some conflicts between my production camp and the label we was on, he had to step off. He actually went on to get the Fugees popping. So I stuck with the name, you know what I'm saying? I was part of a group called Two Weary Travelers. And when he saw the both of us, he said, "Are you Funky Hobo #1 and you Funky Hobo #2? My man JS3, now that goes by Jim Sinners, was like, nah. JS3 here. But you can call him Hobo. You know what I mean? Like, my man put it off. Everybody started calling me Funky Hobo. And at the time, I had really long dreadlocks. We was mostly rapping about, like, different things that were relative to the people, like being broke. We was doing a lot of rallying at the time. So I had a lot of pro-black lyrics, you know what I'm saying? A lot of protest lyrics, a lot of civil rights lyrics. And my man was more like Kane. He had those smooth lyrics. So, you know, like my man Khalis gave me that name. And it stuck for years and years and years. But to be honest with you, like through all the people that you meet through radio, Star and Buck Wild on Hot 97 gave me crap about it. I met Howard Stern. He gave me crap about it. And it still stuck. So all the skateboarders abbreviated it to FH1 instead of Funky Hobo #1. But then when I had a little bit of a hiatus, which unfortunately in my life happened quite often, I reinvented myself. I said, this is what I want to do for the future. This is the kind of music I want to put out, the kind of album I want to put out. So I came up with a different name through you know, different things that had happened. We can go into that, how I came up with Mikey Barslow as well, but I came up with a mixtape. I said, you know what? I need a name. And my man Sinner said, yo, why don't you just do a transition? And I was like, yeah. So we called the first mixtape, FH1 Presents The Rise of Mikey Barslow, which basically was like these tracks on this mixtape are autobiographical. This is what made Mikey Barslow, and then it was the exit of FH1.
Okay.
So
okay.
you talked about having to transition names. Do you feel like at that point you was transitioning styles as well, or you think you pretty much was the same artist, you just needed a new image?
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of the same artist, but in a different direction to be actually like more. I wanted to put more diversity into it, to where in the past it was like as Funky Hobo #1, it was straight boom bap beats for the most part. You know, classic hip hop. And then when I came up with this whole new Mikey Barslow, I said, you know what? If we're going in a different direction, I'm always going to rep hip hop culture from day one, because nobody loves hip hop culture more than me. Like, I get goosebumps when I see a fly burner on a train or somebody draw something. My man Skills knows, like, you know, DJ Skills. Big up to DJ Skills. Whenever I hear the scratching on a record, like, I always have to have a few records that have the scratching on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still going to always have that. But I also want to try to do different things that catch people without being a clone. I always want to be original, but I still want to have that diversity on the thing. And then we started going in a direction with the hip hop. I started doing some tracks, feeling them out. I call them electronic dumb dancing music. Instead of EDM, I call it EDDM. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just those, you know, their records. It could be like those fist pumping things, or it could be kind of like a house type record, or like an Afro beats type record. But I'm always going to be incorporating like the hip hop lyrics on top of that. And I tell everybody, listen, man, like, just like I said in my new song, just do what you like, man. You know, if you got to be out there dumb dancing, so be it. Don't play the wall. When them type of records come on, just get out there and just have fun with it, because we're trying to bring fun back to hip hop. You know what I mean? Which is what a lot of my records is doing. You know what I mean? So we incorporated that into the whole thing. You know what I mean?
So check this out, Mikey Balls. We do a little something before we just, you know, get to rapping and talking and really doing it for the people, right?
Right.
The biggest thing, you know, that I know people pay attention to, is, is this guy authentic? Is he telling the truth? So before we do anything, we need you to take the make it or break it oath. If you can go ahead and raise your hand for us, Mikey, and let us know that on Make It or Break It for the people in hip hop, you promise to give nothing but the truth. That's what we need to know.
Right. I always am 100% authentic and tell the truth, especially in my years that I've lived on this planet. I got no reason to lie. You know what I'm saying? So, and most of my stuff, if not all my stuff, is fact checkable. So, you know what I'm saying? I swear on Cool Herc that everything I tell you is the golden.
He got real saucy, Yetta. He swore Cool Herc.
He swore Cool Herc. No
Who does that?
Now, Mikey.
Big up to my guy, Cool Herc. You know what I mean?
For sure. Now, Mikey, you were just talking about your backstory, your origin story here. Let the people know exactly what time period this was when you got started.
We actually, I was in college at the time, you know what I'm saying? And I'll try to do I call it the running off at the mouth real quick. All through high school, you know what I'm saying? I was in, even earlier, I was always into hip hop. It was my first love. I listened to a whole bunch of stuff, but I was always into researching and doing different things. So we're talking about when I got into everything that would make and shape me, we're talking about probably about 87, man. Like as far as when my mentality said, look, I'm going to research because, as you know, if you want to know something, you just can't sit back and assume somebody's going to spoon feed you the information, especially in this world with, the religious thing and the racism thing and everything else. Like, you got to want to go get it for yourself. So I always, was into hip hop. So that's already. And I always had my black friends that I was always chilling with. We was kicking it with. And I got more and more things in common with. But when my mom drugged me down to North Carolina, big up to everybody in North Carolina right now and then that was on my side. You know what I'm saying? My man Maurice, you know what I'm saying? My man Chris, my man Steve, everybody on the south side over there. But I mean, being a white dude in North Carolina in 87 wasn't necessarily probably what it's like right now. Because when I was down there, you know what I'm saying? It was, the white population looked at me as if basically, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how else to say it. So on this interview, I'm just going to come out and say stuff. And if it's kind of in your face, it's not meaning to offend. It's just the only way I know how to say it. The white people looked at me like I was black because when you come down there and you're a white dude rocking Kangol and shell toads and immediately all your friends are black, you were worse than the black population down there.
So, you were a sellout.
You were a wigger. You were a wigger.
I mean, you were like, let me tell you.
Wigger.
And I went to one high school, right? And it's funny. This is a funny little story. I'm going to try to keep it real quick. I went to one high school, and the principal was so racist. He reminded you, and you thought it was like you're looking around for like candid camera mirrors. Like you can't believe what you're seeing. If you got in a fight in this high school, your punishment was the fight. You know what I mean? Like,
damn.
I mean, unless you really did something off the cuff, or he didn't like you, the punishment for the most part was the fight. Every day I was getting jumped. You know what I mean? Because of who I was. That's how I met my man Maurice and Steve and Chris. which was, you know what I'm saying, a whole black clique, you know what I'm saying? Because they had my back because they thought I was cool, you know what I'm saying? We was talking, whatever. They always had to have my back because it was never a one-on-one. It was always like a bunch of people jumping me, you know what I'm saying? And I went into the principal's office. Real talk. I was in the principal's office, and he actually looked at me and said, you know, in the best Southern accent, which I'm not going to give you, but he looked at me and he was like, listen, boy, I don't know how things are done up there, but we don't take to your loving Yankee attitudes down here.
Your nigga loving Yankee attitude,
wow.
boy.
So
Okay,
would you say
it, I never have, I never will. Even when it was okay for the, you know, NIGGA to be said, I just never said it around my people. You know what I'm saying?
But you
that's
say
what
it.
he said to me. He said, so,
And don't be saying it all in the background, Lolo, either.
What's that?
Don't be trying to sneak and say that shit either, Mikey.
Look. Real talk. Like look, I said, Mikey, even when it was acceptable, Mikey, you know what I'm saying, with my clique, and they always would say, hey, you're my, you know, NIGGA or whatever. I just never said it back. It's just not my thing. I don't like it, period, but it is what it is, and that's a whole conversation for a whole nother time. But to conclude this guy said, so if you're going to be like this, we're going to have a big problem. After about 3 more fights, I finally kind of snapped. I took this kid, and there was a balcony. You know what I'm saying? I hung him over the balcony, you know, like you'd see in like the 5 Heartbeats type shit. I hung him over the balcony, and I just snapped.
Office hour.
And my man
Big Red style. He did Big Red.
Right. Word. And after that, my punishment was they actually kicked me out of that school. And I went to another school, which was more Southern, but it was more acceptable to be me and the other like 5 black students that was in this school. Like it was me and 5 black students and 1 Puerto Rican dude that moved down from the Bronx in this whole other high school. But we got along better over there than when it was evenly mixed in this other high school. But my point in that whole story was, from that point out, I took it real seriously, you know, having black friends and wanting to know, where does this all come from? I started buying books and reading books and finding out about real history. You know what I'm saying? That people don't realize out there that, like, 85% of stuff that you know and love in the world was either stolen by or created by and just straight up not giving credit to black folk that came up with inventions. From light bulbs to traffic lights to combs to you name it.
You got it. Mikey.
Yeah.
This is the funny shit though, Mikey. The funny shit is this though. I don't even like black people. Check this shit out, Mikey. Check this shit out. So, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get to it, Mikey. Let's go and look, ain't no gloves, bro. You can say what you want, bro. It's all good. We know how you are. So check this out.
No, how I am.
The first thing, Mikey. Hold on, Mikey. Hold on.
This whole teenage backstory led me up to when I came back
Mikey
to Jersey. I did keep researching and stuff. And then when I got into college, I joined the Black Student Union at my college, and we went on a lot of protests and whatever, and we mixed in with what's called the EOF, and that's where I met my man JS3. He goes by Jim Sinner now, and we talked and we hit it off as friends. And then he always saw me rhyming, and he was like, "You rhyme?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then we formed a group called Two Weary Travelers. And then from that, you know what I'm saying, that's where we went. We went to the studio that at the time was only servicing like big celebrities, like Madonna's people and Cher's people.
What studio was that? What studio are you talking about?
It's called City Lights.
In Jersey?
What's that?
In Jersey?
Yeah, it was in New Jersey. Yep. So my man was from Long Branch. I'm from a little town called Farmingdale outside of Howe, near Freehold, where Bruce Springsteen's from. So like I'm in the middle of everything. I'm like 5 minutes from Long Branch and Asbury Park. I'm like 5 minutes from Freehold, 5 minutes from Lakewood. You know what I'm saying? If you know any of those areas in New Jersey, and 5 minutes from the beach, the whole 15 minutes from where they filmed the Jersey Shore, which is, a joke. But so me and my man formed a group, went through a bunch of bad deals. We stayed close, you know what I'm saying? We still, unfortunately, life takes you in different positions, so we don't chill as much as we used to. Obviously, when you're young and going here, studio, whatever. But he's still working on stuff, and he helped me, and still helps me get this album together with which all the pitfalls and bad luck and hiatuses. It's been taking a minute to get this album, which is going to be called Operation Broke Ass. You know what I'm saying?
Operation Broke Ass.
Yeah, a lot of us got a lot of broke ass sinners.
Everybody needs to listen to that shit.
Well, like my man right there that kind of likes the drip and all that. I'm the anti-drip spokesman. You know what I mean? I'm the voice of the underdog. So
you hit. Hold on.
No,
hold on,
Mikey.
You
got me wrong, Mikey.
With the drip king.
You got me wrong, Mikey. I don't like drip.
Mikey.
I'm a hippie, Mikey. That's just what artists come to the table with. That's just a category we talk about. I'm a hippie, Mikey. I don't like no drip.
Tell me about this.
I'm just basing it off the last show that you was talking about. What you like is the drip, whatever. I misunderstood you. My bad. I'm sorry.
No, that's Mr. Say. That's Mr. Say Less. He like the drip. That's Mr. Say Less.
Oh, I ain't dripping nothing. I ain't doing nothing. Check this out, though, Mikey. So listen, I know you've been in the industry. You can name drop if you want, but I just seen a lot on you. For those who want to get some background, you can go to Mikey Barslow, and that's BAR, I think SLOW, on YouTube, and like Mikey's portfolio, it's stupid, it's sick. You can Google him. You know what I'm saying? Once again, it's MikeyBarslow. Check this out, though, Mikey. I want you to tell us about one of your wildest experiences in hip hop that you still trying to figure out right now.
That I'm trying to what?
That you still trying to make sense of.
Oh, I mean, how much time you got? There's a bunch of those, but is there anything?
Give me your favorite. Give me your favorite.
There's a bunch of stuff that I can come off the top with. But
I want the most outlandish, Mikey. I want the most outlandish.
Well, the thing that I think hurt the most was when me and my man basically was talking with each other, and I wanted to go in one direction, and my man wanted to go in a different direction. My man Sinner, but he always said, "I'll be there for you, but I'm not going to go in that direction." I got all my stuff together and started shopping, so we was kind of popping, you know what I mean? And then I'd like to clear up this. This is something I'd like to clear up too. So this is a 2-in-1. This is something I want to clear up for all the people that were coming at me thinking that the story was different than it is. When Emeniem first came out, if I may, when Emeniem first came out, like I said, nobody respects the culture more than me. That's number one. When he first came out, I didn't really feel, based on interviews and everything that was going on, that he really respected the culture. I believe that he loved rap, and he might have even loved, some elements of hip hop. He definitely came up in the element of battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Mikey. Hold on. Why didn't you feel that he respected the culture of hip hop?
Because, and again, like I said in this song that I did, I could be wrong. I'm not perfect. I could be wrong. But let me just start by saying, once upon a time, and even till today, and I'm not being funny, anybody that's in hip hop knows this to be true. As far as the industry goes, not at the Zulu Nation anniversaries, not at the video music box joints, not to real people that love hip hop, you know what I'm saying? But to the industry, there has always only been allowed one white dude at a time. There was a one white dude maximum at a time. So if you was a white dude back then, you were happy for everybody else in hip hop, especially if they was really dope that came through. It was exciting to you. You know what I'm saying? But you paid attention. I wasn't a hater, but a lot of other white dudes would hate, like, he's gonna take my spot. I can't like this white dude. You know what I mean? But
hey, Mikey,
so
tell me this though, Mikey.
Emeniem? They were saying on Emeniem, trying to say that he was gonna take their spot.
Well, everybody was like that. If anybody back in those days was honest, everybody was like that when a white dude came out. When the Beastie Boys came out, a lot of people were like, damn, they took my spot. The industry is hugging them and loving them. Now I gotta wait till the Beastie Boys fizzle out before another white dude sneaks in. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it was. You can go back in history, even today. And
so FH1, tell me this then. Like, so what kind of effect did that create for you, you know, and how you perceived and was a fan of Eminem, or like, just hold on. One second, before we do anything else. Hey, Craze.
You.
Do we got that shady diss on deck?
Yes, we do, and I'm ready to run it.
Before we say anything else, Mike, you got some explaining to do. I'm curious. The world want to know. South Africa want to know. Pakistan, Russia, Ukraine want to know. Go ahead and drop that shady diss. This Mike Barslow, yo. Mikey.
Mr. Blind Pied Piper of the adolescent masses. Heard you got you one shot by sucking dick and kissing asses. That's why in every video you dress like a chick. I guess that rumor is true about you sucking Dre's dick. But this ain't about him, Slim, I'm talking about you. But if Dre don't like it, then fuck him too. Mr. Hip-Hop Raper, N-word sayer. I'm not these other cats on your bandwagon player. I won't kowtow or bow down or say shit to save ya. So like Star, I guess that makes me a hater. Cause what you said then, dog, you feeling it now. You can't convince me otherwise, no way, no how. But to save your career, you tried to be sincere. But your bullshit apology, I ain't trying to hear. Cause I don't give a fuck if it was back in the day. There's just some type of shit that you just don't say. And you dare compare 50 to Biggie and Pac with Big L on top? You must be smoking rocks. He's your cash cow when you had to keep the hype out, but I'm patiently waiting for you to put the pipe down. Now I don't know what you're gonna do, but if you're gonna do what I think you're gonna do, don't do it. I tell you like Rule told 50, don't pursue it. Now just look at him, he stutters like G-Unit. I ain't the one that'll give you a pass. FH1 from New Jerusalem put a foot in your ass. Yes, I know you're gonna go to Mr. Iveen and beg him on your knees to blackball me, but Shady, you need to be taken over. 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 But your whole damn story is greasy like syntax. That's why I had to hit you with a Slim Shady chin check. You see, Marshall, I had your number from the start. You don't believe me? Go ask your flunky boy Dard in his hard. He knew FH1 was nice, but like the industry, you had the boys shook like dice. So when you cleaned out your closet, how come you forgot to mention them white boys in war when that could blow up your spot? Oh, that's right. To be accepted and keep it real, you dropped everyone that really knows how you feel. Then you went out and got yourself an all-black clique. Fuck them white boys you grew up and used to rhyme with, You crossed 8 Mile and never looked back to make the industry believe you was always pro-black. Mr. Battle Cat and Controversy, Mr. Fun, Mr. Publicity Stunt 101. Mr. Woe is me, my mom made me drink Windex. Well, that's what happens to little juvenile delinquents, so quit your complaining. Come on, what really made you famous? Talk about your mom and how she played in your anus. Shady, you need to be taken over. 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 But I'll admit, you You's a funny little fuck, but they don't know the name of your band, cause they suck. And Obi, more people listen to Moby. I tried to cop cheers, but every copy was moldy. You should have pulled the famous shady publicity stunt and taken your face off and put Norm on the front. What you need to do now is find a brand new label. They eating off of 50, just crumbs on the table. If you called at the same time without fail and would take 50's call, you would get voicemail. But back to the blonde, but Obama done that. I usually don't butt in, but this time I got it. Why you feel the need to get that Benzino again?
How many nails you wanna put in that man's coffin?
But as far as that shit that you pop about Ja, your hypocrisy, Marshall, has gone too far. With all that bullshit you spit just to further your cause, when you're the one that's always picking on the fastest pop stars. But don't worry, I'm sure radio won't play a word out of this track, cause like the ink, it got me yelling murder. Shady, you need to be taken over. 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 Now Shady gonna get Jimmy the black for me, cause he make a lot of money for Dre and he. And them no one, no competition. From Central New Jerusalem to Phase 1. Shady, you need to be taken over. Shady, you need to be taken over. Shady, you need to be taken over. Shady, you need to be taken over.
Hey Mikey, man. Hey, look,
Yeah, you spitting,
I got a
man.
major question for you, right?
All right.
I know you got an interesting backstory on how this song kind of broke out. What happened? What was the reason this song kind of caught wind and being addressed to Emeniem and like how it picked up to the masses?
Oh yeah. That's why I had to ask. I couldn't really hear what you played, so I just had to ask. Yeah, that was Shady Biz. I mean, basically what happened at the time, to rewind just real quick. So at the time, I was paying attention to everything Shady did so that I didn't speak out of turn. I don't hate on people, period, but I don't even question or down people if I'm in the wrong. But I didn't see him ever big up hip-hop people. I didn't ever see him really like he is now. Now you could see he's, either well-groomed or he really is the real Shady now, or real Emeniem now, and he's going through all the people and the love for hip hop. So now, maybe it was just me, and I even said it, but I put out a song called Inquiring Minds. You know what I'm saying? I met a few cats as we were moving around. Red Cafe, another dude, big up to him, just put out a mixtape. So we took a few different pieces of different people's stuff as we do. I created this song called Inquiring Minds, and I put it out. And it blew up in the streets. Everybody loved it. They heard the lyrics and they were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I agree." Because at the time, like I said, it's not the Emeniem now. It was the Emeniem like pre-Hi, my name is, and then Hi, my name is just came out. And this is the period I'm talking about. So when he was getting awards and interviews, I didn't hear him going into real detail. Maybe it was just everything real. Maybe it was just him being nervous or him not saying too much or whatever. I didn't notice him really laying it on about the hip hop until Benzino got in him and called him the Elvis and Culture Vulture and all this other stuff. Then all of a sudden, every interview that I saw, he made sure that he mentioned, Kane and Naughty by Nature and this and that. And now I'm like, all right, cool.
No, you had Malibu.
Yeah.
So you would say
that you was an Eminem fan and you started to realize that what he's putting out there and how he acting towards the culture, he ain't really living up to. So
right.
So when you put in your diss, it's pretty much like you fake. You ain't 100. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't doing what you say you're doing to the culture.
Right.
Respect. I can respect
that they look at you as you was a cultural vulture too? Would you say the white community look at you as a cultural vulture too? Would you say that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. And I was never a battle rapper. Let me say that right now. I could write a battle rap and I could battle rap if I knew it was coming, but I really wasn't a battle rapper. We were more getting a cipher and like freestyle. My freestyle skills was kind of nice back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
That's the 90s. That's the 90s.
Yeah. This is now the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Me and Sinner used to go from New Jersey to New York freestyling like off the top, not written, not whatever, off the top. And then So that's what we was about. You know what I'm saying? So everybody would test me, but I had it doubly locked down because I would get into a cipher and people would try to turn it into a battle. And Sinner was always protective of me because he was, he's from the hood, and you know what I'm saying? He knew all the people and whatever. He was protective, like he had to be protective of me, you know what I'm saying? Because that was my man, and brothers do that, you know what I'm saying? But he realized I had my own back because not only could I rhyme, and I was probably better at that than conservatively 75% of the people we ran against, but I knew more about black history than most black dudes that we ran against. So not only were we battling, I would go into where people would come in to bring the white thing into it, and I would start freestyling about black history, and their own people would say, yo, I remember he smacked this one dude in the head and said, yo, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so that's where that came from, you know what I'm saying? So once this really traveled throughout, then mixtapes were playing it and whatever. So I just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Once I saw that his interviews and whatever, but I even said, if you listen to Inquiring Minds, I said, you know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen to that. But see, here's the problem. People don't understand that back then I didn't do that song necessarily. I wrote keywords and aggressive language in it, but it really wasn't necessarily a diss track. Inquiring Minds, it was just basically
Mikey,
saying, look, I like Emeniem.
Can you spit a verse off of that? Can you spit a verse off Inquiring Minds for us?
Oh, I got to be honest with you. I forgot about that a long time ago. The only reason it surfaced is because when MGK and Emeniem got into their thing, somebody we're talking about my man on the panel, technology, somebody that knows technology, they found those tracks and they reposted it. That's just like the one you played.
So
somebody
you did
Emeniem posting that. Somebody posted that to say, look, MGK, you know, that was a dope attempt at Emeniem, but I found one that was better. You know what I'm saying? And that was their opinion.
So you feel like your diss was better than MGK?
What's that?
So you feel like your diss was better than MGK diss to Emeniem?
I don't
personally feel that way.
Real. But as far as factual, I think it was just as factual. Like if you listen to the facts, or the lines, even in Shady Biz, you know what I'm saying? Take out the diss language, because Shady Biz came about because after Inquiring Minds was forgot about, we're talking about 3 years later, I started, you know, shopping my demo, and I shopped it to Shady Records. And that's where the story, the song you just played, that's where that story comes in. The A&R guy there, and I never really said this story. I'm glad you guys brought me in to clear it up for all the people that think I wrote these songs yesterday. You know what I mean? The head of A&R loved me. He could say what he wants, even if he hears this interview. He loved me. And I used to talk to him like I was a manager. I even had my man talk to him like my manager. And he kept sending track after track. Over the course of about 3.5 months, I sent Shady Records about 5 or 6 tracks, and they loved them. They said, listen, we're about to, quote unquote, we want to bring this guy in to meet Marshall, but we need to hear a single. Do you have anything else? So I went to my studio real quick, and for you guys that know, back in the day, there was no uploading MP3. You went to your studio, got the ADAT of the reels out, put it on a CD or cassette, put it on a FedEx envelope, and you mailed it out. You know what I mean? That's what you did. So I went to the studio, and I'm trying to make this quick as possible. Went to the studio. I didn't even check the track list because my CD player was broke. I took the CD. I knew the songs was dope as hell that were on this CD. I popped them in there, sent them out there. Now, mind you, every conversation ended with, I'm real excited about our future with the hobo. Everyone with Shady Records. Now, I call him up, hey, did you get the package? And he was like, is this a joke? I was like, what you talking about? He goes, what? Is this a joke? I said, what are you talking about? He said, yo, you're going to send a track up here already biting the hand that feeds you before he's even feeding you? I said, what are you talking about? My man at the studio, by accident, put Inquiring Minds on this demo that we sent to Shady Records. So if you listen to Inquiring Minds, imagine somebody that wants to sign you hearing that, right? So now he goes, by the way, man, stop calling here. So I was like, wait a minute, I can explain. It was a mistake. And I tried to explain the story because Emeniem, the Emeniem now, if you told him the story, I even think he would understand the climate we came up in, and he would even understand Inquiring Minds, and he would understand that record we just played. I didn't play it for clout. I didn't play it really to even diss Emeniem. Inquiring Minds was a question. That's why the whole thing is a question. Do you respect hip-hop? Shady Biz was, this guy ended the conversation by saying Emeniem will bury your guy. Look, I don't give a shit who you are. This is hip-hop. Ain't nobody burying me. You know what I mean? I'm not a battle rapper. But if we're going to sit down and write diss records and I can write it, you might kill me if we get in the octagon and it's a battle because I don't battle rap. You know what I'm saying? But I could condition myself like a fight to be a battle rapper, but that's inbred in you. You've got to come up in that culture. So big ups to Emeniem on coming up in that whole culture, because that's a whole nother culture of hip hop. And big ups to Math Hoffa and all those dudes, you know what I'm saying? The Arsenal, all those dudes that battle rap. I have the utmost respect and admiration for those dudes. That's a whole different thing than writing a song with a hook and all that. So, you know,
I love it.
That was the whole thing.
I love the M story, and I want to get more into it. I do want to take a small commercial break real quick. Let them hear some more of your bars, man. We got some things queued up. So we're going to run into Superman Chain. We're going to run into Superman Chain real quick. And then we're going to jump back in and we're gonna continue this dialogue, man, because I'm loving everything you're giving us right now. So everybody make sure you check out the Superman Chain, Mikey Barslow.
Well, people always asking me, man, what's up with Superman Chain Spitter, whatever that dude's name is. Why you riding so hard for that dude? I don't know if they're hating or they just want to know, you know what I'm saying, you know, how I feel about it or picking my brain or whatever, man. But it's like this, man. I was one of the last dudes to really dive into social media, you know what I mean? So Chain Spitter was the first dude that really came through, checked out my music, gave me some tips on, you know, how to do this or how to do that on social media, you know what I'm saying? And he's a loyal dude, you know what I mean? And that's what I like number one about him, man. You know what I'm saying? He's an honest, loyal dude, you know what I mean? And he's been riding with me ever since, man. He checks out my songs. He lets me know what's up. He likes most of my stuff. When he don't like it, he'll be like, yo, you need to tweak this or tweak that. So I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to him on that note. So that's what's up with that thing. The second thing is the dude's got talent, man. All you got to do is listen to his joints to know, yo, that dude's got skills, man. He writes like a champ. He does production like a champ. You know what I'm saying? His flow is like a champ. He's a champ. You know what I mean? And that's all there is to that. You know what I mean? And the third thing is when I went out there, you know what I'm saying, on a little collabo, you know what I'm saying, I got him and I got another dude from Minnesota, K Norm, on a track called Ain't Got Shit coming out soon, you know what I mean? But it ain't about that right now. It's just about when I went out to Ohio to shoot that video shoot and got to know him and bug out with him and kick it with him or whatever. Yo, he's a really cool dude. That's the dude that you're like, yo, I want to chill with that dude. You know what I mean? So, and on top of that, man, the dude's a star, man. All you people out there that looking for somebody to look up to or follow or be like, yo, that dude looks cool. He is cool, man. You know what I mean? But enough with all that, man. You know, I ain't the president of his fan club. I'm just his homie. You know what I mean? So that's what's up with Superman Chain. And right now, man, we're going to get into this joint right here, man, you know, because you know how we do, man. When you're broke, you make your own intros, you make your makeshift video when you got to, when you can't film one, you know what I'm saying? And right now, you know, film people are on hiatus, so right now we're going to do this, you know what I mean? This one right here is called So I Say, you know what I'm saying? I reciprocated the favor, you know what I mean? He was on my joint, now I'm on his. It's off his crazy, you saw that face? Crazy mixtape, No Mercy. You need to get the Dat Piff and get that right now. If you don't have it, shame on you.
PJLB on the track.
No Mercy, Superman Chain is dope. It's on Dat Piff. Download that right now. This track is on it. You know what I mean? Superman Chain featuring Mikey Barslow. This one is So I Say. And I believe the producer is TGL Beats, Ratsy Beats. Trying to think, man. That's my thinking look. I really think that that's the producers. You know what I mean? Big ups to them. But you can look at the credits, man. The credits gonna be on here. So check this out. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully soon we're gonna have an actual video for this joint. You know what I mean? But right now we're just trying to get something out there, something visual, you know, for this track right now, and also so you can get something else off of that mixtape. You know what I mean? You gotta get it. All right? Superman Chain, No Mercy, Dat Piff. This one right here is So I Say. So let's get into it, man. Superman Chain, your boy Mikey Barslow. Thanks for the love. Hope you like it. Hit it up, share it, comment, all that. Share it with everybody too, man. We trying to make these views go large. You know what I mean? Even though YouTube, you acting a little funny, YouTube. You know what I mean? But we'll forgive you, man. We'll put this out there and see what happens. You know what I mean? I know you killed me on my videos, but yo, we're gonna forget that right now because this is all about So I Say, Superman Chain, your boy Mikey Barslow. Yo, let's get into it.
PJLB on the track.
Mikey Barslow. So I say, you all know we fly together. You all know we die together. The truth puts us under the weather, telling them lies don't make it no better. So I say, you all know we fly together. You all know we die together.
Hey, hold on real quick, because I just got word from the back office that we actually got the real music video for So I Say. But that intro was so dope, I wanted y'all to see that. I wanted y'all to see how you promo your music before you let somebody dig into it. So we about to run the video for So I Say, but I had to get that feel because before he had a video, he gave you a video anyway. Hey, that's rock. I love that, man. Let's get into it.
PJLB on the track.
Mikey Barslow. So I say, you all know we fly together. You all know we die together. The truth puts us under the weather, telling them lies don't make it no better. So I say, you all know we fly together. You all know we die together. From being on the sandy beach to being in your coffin sleep. Say your prayers, let's hope for the better. We all ride, let's ride together. So I say, put hope instead of hatefulness, ungratefulness. When you broke shit, you learn to be more grateful. Then no pad, no pen, just the words of my dome. Walking on home, making money on my iPhone. So I say as an icon, let bygones be bygones. A cyborg and python like metal and nylon. The process with my eyes on. Ain't no need to pretend, no disguise on. Salute to my homies, baby, we on. We done made it, me and Barslow went from ain't got shit to re-ing up on money, haters. You all know we fly together. You all know we die together. The truth puts us under the weather, telling them lies don't make it no better. So I say, you all know we fly together. You all know we die together. The truth puts us under the weather, telling them lies don't make it no better. So I say, I look like my daddy chip off your shoulder. But you was gone, now I'm older. I can't feel sorry for you or even forgive. Just keep living on pop, it is what it is. Know we down and out, it ain't no hard feelings. And if I die without telling you, I wouldn't be able to sleep. So I say forget love, just keep balancing peace, knowledge and power. Blossom like a flower in the summertime, fresh with water. Let's regain our strength, we better power in numbers. The left behind can neither fight or slumber. The night gets younger, I'm not going under. It's more like over, my cup runneth over. It seems I'm chosen to do what I do and never settle for less. Advice from a wise man, cause a wise man told me best. Hey, you all know we fly together. You all know we die together. The truth puts us under the weather, telling them lies don't make it no better. So I say, you all know we fly together. You all know we die together. The truth puts us under the weather. Telling them lies don't make it no better. So I say, I'm on my Martin shit and ain't no stopping me. So if you with me, ain't no time for hypocrisy. You say you got me, well now from what I can see, I need a rider, not another dream blocker B. See, I believe in representation. With every deed, mutual reciprocation is a must within my affiliation. But I do get motivation from that old hater nation. But like pun say, you gotta go that way. I live on Loyal Road, you live on Rackway. Translation, that right and exact way. Always drums that stab me in the back way. I got rid of those who cause me grief and pain. And like Naughty said, the chain remains. I got a team that shares my vision, so my terminal stress seems to be in remission. My future's bright, nothing but clear skies. Barslow and Chain, who's down to fly? And if you ain't with it, forget it. On to the next now. Who's down to fly? Let go. You all know we fly together. You all know we die together. The truth puts us under the weather. Telling them lies don't make it no better. So I say, you all know we fly together. You all know we die together. The truth puts us under the weather. Telling them lies don't make it no better. So I say, it's chain game, boy. Yeah.
So I got a question after that real quick. Is that dance copyright? Did you get it copyright?
Yes. Yeah.
What's that dance called? The gas pump shuffle? That's the gas pump shuffle.
That's what everybody was calling.
My God. My God. Hey, so look, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Because I felt like we kind of went over something, man. So I think the way we dealt with the M situation kind of blew over. I don't want it to. I want to dig into that. So
yeah. See, I just want to clarify because I was reading some of the comments, and some people were like, "God, it's good." People got to understand. I didn't sit down to create the most dope rhyme in the world. I just put some facts down on how I was feeling. Inquiring Lines was a question basically saying, hey, M, do you respect hip hop? If you don't like me saying that, I'll put a foot in your ass, but I'm just asking you. And Shady Biz was in response to that guy saying he'll bury me. You know what I mean?
Hey,
so check this out, Mikey. Hey, Mikey, let me ask you this. Do you what are some things that you experienced from dissing one of the biggest hip hop icons, you know, in the industry's eye? Because I don't ever play Emeniem in my car either. Shout out to Gucci Man. But could you tell us some of the things? Could you tell the independent industry? Can you tell the independent artists, you know, some things that they will experience if they choose to speak out and be honest about how they feel about the people that's carrying hip hop?
Well, here's the thing, and I just want to. Hold on, let me just turn this up. I gotta have my other phone watching it so I can see what's going on, but I gotta turn that down. Real quick, I just want to take 2 seconds, if I may, just to clarify. Everybody in hip hop knows. Emeniem knows. There can only be one white guy at a time. So I studied it, whatever. We went over that. So I put out Inquiring Minds. That took off, whatever. Then it kind of blew over. I did get some type of clout off it because the underground went crazy. Mixtape Playful went crazy. Maybe not today, when Emeniem is the biggest guy in the world today, and there's a Stan Army, which is the biggest fan group ever. But back then, when nobody knew Emeniem except for what I knew, they loved Inquiring Minds. That's a fact. It's a fact. So when Shady Records got that, and I recorded Shady Biz, and that guy, you know, kind of reacted to it, the streets loved Shady Biz, the one you just played, more than they loved Inquiring Minds. Hand to the Sky. It was so popular that big radio stations played it. A couple different shows from all over played that song, and then they stopped playing it. I'm not going to be the one at this juncture to give you the name of the show. Behind the scenes, I'll tell you. But one radio station actually played that song every day, opening up a major show for a month and a half, they played Shady Biz every day. Then, reportedly, they got back to me and they said, listen, we told you it was going to bring a lot of heat. We got the call from Eminem's people, and they're threatening us. So we got to pull that record. And by the way, good luck in the future because your name is out there. And I was like, whatever. I was like, I don't really care. I guess the Shady Biz deal's dead anyway. So I went to a couple other major labels that had meetings with me. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, hold on, I'm like echoing here. Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta turn that phone all the way down, brother. If you can turn it all the way down, you should be good.
All right, I'm just gonna turn it off.
I mean, you look good, Mikey. You look good, baby.
I'm not sure. Hey,
okay,
big
go.
up to all
Everybody
my
needs
man Trex, my man KG, my man Uncle Vin. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what you call it? So now I went to these other record labels. Now this is me naive. Now you guys know the business. Am I still echoing to you guys?
Yeah. Everybody mute while Mikey talks so we can see if that faces the issue real quick. We got some people watching.
Because I just restarted my monitor over here and
I think you're good now, Mikey. Go ahead.
All right. So I went to these other labels. Now you guys know, and anybody out in, La La Land that's listening to this knows. Back in the day, it wasn't whatever's going on now. Let me just put out a cool video. I get 1 million views. I get a deal. This is where you actually had to go to a record label, and it was no unsolicited material. So you had to be invited. So I was invited by 2 major labels. We went up and we were talking to them. The one major label, we were sitting there talking, and I'm not going to front. I didn't want the cloud. I didn't want no beef with Eminem. I actually thought he was dope. And big ups to Emeniem because above all else that he did, he started a movement in hip-hop that cannot be changed. It's called frat boy rap. All the white boys that came after Eminem that did that frat boy rap, they can credit Eminem just like a lot of people that had different styles, like through hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? There was different phases in hip-hop. When it went from Kool Moe Dee to Run DMC, when it went from Run DMC to LL, when it went from LL to Rakim, there was different changes in the climate and in the style, and Eminem did that. But anyway, so I sat there being cocky, and I said, yeah, what's up? And they take your CD, and they pick it apart, they put it in there. I wasn't extra with it. Some people jump on the table and start rhyming along and being animated and all. I just sat there like I'm sitting here and listened to it, kind of mouthed it along, you know what I'm saying? And I saw what they liked and what they didn't like, and overall, they was loving the tracks. They actually wanted to put out a single that I got, big ups to DJ Skills. They wanted to put out a single I got called All I Can Say, which a bunch of people in the industry even called it the Great Mother's Anthem. It's on my first mixtape. That's what happened to that track. But then I opened my mouth and she said, hey, man, have you gotten any radio play on this stuff? And I said, well, no. But I wrote a song called Inquiring Minds. There's this kid that just came out with some off-the-wall shit, called My Name Is. And I was just questioning him. And, you know what I'm saying? She goes, do you have a copy of it? I said, I ain't got a copy of it. And then she was like, oh, really? And then she was looking at the CD. She goes, wait a minute. And she left the office. This is a real story. Remember my oath. You know what I mean? She left the office. She came in, and she brought some dude with her. And then he was like, good luck in the future, man. And I was like, wait a minute, I thought I was signing contracts here. What are you talking about? They said we can't do business with you. We filled our quota. And I'm going, what quota? We was about to sign a deal 2 seconds ago. What are we talking about here? So that happened there. So I was like, we left. And I was like, oh, shit. So then I went, that was on, I think, a Tuesday. So the next Tuesday, we went to the other label that wanted to sign me. You know, I restructured some stuff. I actually brought some merchandise that, you know, that I whipped up, you know what I mean? Went in the office, you know, bing, 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 you know, receptionist, the guy at the door. I'm getting ready because this is going to be my home. This is going to be a deal. I walked in the office and talking to this dude, hey, this, that, and the other. And he was like, yo, man, he goes, I'm not going to lie. This song right here intrigues me. And it was a song I had called I Don't Know. Oddly enough, also by DJ Skills. And actually, that's on my mixtape. That I get my first mixtape, which
real quick before you dive into I don't know
my mixtape. But anyway, so this
before you dive into I don't know, Mike, I got a question about it because I also noticed when you wrote down I don't know, that's a mental health song, right? That's about mental health.
Yeah, it's basically about mental. It's really way ahead of its time. Before anybody was talking about mental health, it was about depression. It's about when you got that alone feeling, no matter where you are, you could be popping bottles, or you could be with a room full of people. You could be with your kids, your friends, whoever makes you the happiest, but you still got that really lonely, alone, depressed feeling, like at the brink of suicide sometimes.
Hey, look, so here's what we're going to do, Mikey. Before you get into I don't know, we're going to play I don't know, and then
okay. Yo, let me just say this. Big ups to my man, DJ Skills. Hey, can I do a shameless plug real quick?
That's fine.
All right, hold up. Shameless plug time. Can y'all see this?
Yes.
This is my man Skills, Wayne Mega, and Shan Brown, Perverted Dialect. Another group, along with Two Early Travelers and the Black Sopranos, that came up in our area that was really doing our things prospectively. Actually, we were doing it on a different scale. They got different connects. They were actually in the Source. You know, they were in the, the write-up on the Source magazine back in the day. But this is DJ Skills. And any song that I will ever have, unless I get like Red Alert or Jazzy Jeff to do some scratching for me, my man's going to put scratching on it. But I don't know, it was produced by him. All I can say was produced by Skills.
Yo.
Hey, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump into this song real quick, and then we're going to jump back and talk about it.
All right.
This boy Skills, y'all. Boxcar Productions. Another smash.
Dad, what you gonna do now?
I don't know. Cause growing up I didn't see my mom that much. Oh, I never had a dad to come through in a clutch situation.
Maybe you need to get out more.
I don't know, maybe someone dropped me when I was just a baby, leaving me with subconscious thoughts from a brain contusion.
Or that you're terminally stressed and consumed by confusion.
All that I know is I feel so alone.
Maybe it's a fear of intimacy. Oh, I'm just insecure, cause most people that I've ever loved walked out the door or died like my nanny. Maybe I never recovered psychologically because I lost my second mother, or because I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. Fuck the Grinch, our religion stole birthdays and Christmas. While they all celebrated, in the corner was me. Maybe this is just a side of me that people won't see.
I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know why.
Most of the time, I feel so alone.
Maybe cause in life I always had to struggle, always being put down for not being one to cuddle, or watching TV or not being romantic. I got a problem over here, please try and understand it. I don't know what it is, maybe it's my medication.
Or maybe a side effect from when you was under heavy sedation.
All that I know is I feel so alone.
Maybe I feel bad for not providing more for my seeds, or maybe in life I just smoked too many trees. I was raised by women, maybe I'm overly sensitive, or my lack of trust and I'm being preventative.
Always having too much at one time on your plate.
Or maybe I'm just really that filled with hate.
All that I know is I feel alone and don't know why.
I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know why.
Most of the time, I feel so alone.
Maybe I'm just weary of doors getting slammed in my face, or seeing people I respect killed or falling from grace, or cats rubbing in my face shit I'll never have, or the world not knowing what the fuck is a trav or funky hobo.
Maybe it's a fear of rejection.
Or cause it's not too often I get to use my erection.
I don't know, but I feel so alone.
Maybe I just feel guilty for not being broke as some, or I'm tired of people thinking every day for me's fun. Who knows? Maybe it's only financial distress that goes away when I can afford a new address and try new shit and buy new shit. Like Jay said, with more money, more problems get fixed.
Maybe this here's one of them.
But I can't make that call. Maybe it's just the way I am for no reason at all.
I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know why.
Most of the time, I feel so alone.
Hey, so Mikey, after this, like, I know that we had some talk which you sent in about that being one of those songs that was done before people were really talking about mental health, right? And then you had some people that had, you know, a person or a rapper that had gotten a lot of shine for a similar track. Do you want to talk about that?
Well, I'm sorry. What was that again? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. I just want to explain. I just gotta keep watching because I can't hear anything that's going on when you go to a break. So I got another phone that I'm like.
So we just played I Don't Know, right? And
okay.
when you had sent the I Don't Know track over, you had mentioned that, you know, somebody like Logic, who did a song like 1-800, got a lot of love, and you feel like, you know, at that point your song wasn't getting, you know, that same love where you started at. You did it way before, you know.
Right.
Well, where does that mindset come from? Was it the way people reacted to his track, or lack of reaction to yours? Or, like, what was going on? Why did you mention it?
I'm gonna keep it 100. I think it's just timing. Like, you know, like some people ain't ready for stuff. And to be honest with you, you know, his is more. Let's keep it real. Like mine, we took a serious subject and line for line that people might be feeling, and that's what I liked about my track. Like mad people got in touch and said, "I feel like that too. I feel like that too." You know, I don't know what it is, because in the hood, especially in the hood, you know that. I mean, nobody talks about their feelings. It's frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just now being acceptable. And with him, he made it. It was years later. Number one. Number two, he made a real commercial. You know what I'm saying? Number three, where I made it more comical, I tried to take a serious topic and make it comical. Even the hooks, we tried to make it comical. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, he had two of the biggest up-and-comers that were now making a name on the track. Like, big ups to Skills and big up to my man Center that was on my track. But he had like Alyssa Carey. What's her name? Alyssa. I forget it. I forget that girl's
the
name.
one that did
Alyssa.
the song here. Yeah, I know
What's
what you're
that?
talking about. The singer that
he
did
had
the song.
Alyssa and also the great Khaled. You know what I'm saying? He had those two on the track, and it was a beautiful, great, important track that he did. And I love Logic. I think he's real dope. But I just think it wasn't even like a him thing. It was just an industry thing. The industry said, you know what? We're ready to make a statement, and this is gonna be good, and it's gonna be for a good cause. But it also makes everybody look and feel good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because you know how the industry is. It might be a good beautiful cause, but if they don't get nothing, you know, image-wise out of it, what's in it for them? You know what I mean?
I feel that. So Yetta, you got something you want to ask him about that track, or you know, the mental illness angle in music?
Take him off mute.
Hold on, Yetta, we got
That
you. Say it one more time.
can you hear me? I'm
Yeah,
here. Okay. So Mikey, that track was about mental illness. Now, is that something that you constantly suffer from, or was that just a time period in your life, or is this something that that's ongoing?
Well, yeah, I mean, like myself, like everybody, you know what I'm saying? Especially dudes, but everybody, even women. Women are more. Let's be honest with you. A lot of times, women are smarter than guys. They just want to get better. They don't care what people think. They want to just say, look, this is what it is. And guys are late to the party sometimes to say, this is what's wrong with me. I didn't know what it was. I just knew I had a feeling, and I was going through some stuff. It started in my first marriage. When you got relationship problems, that's probably next to money the worst problems you could have, especially where it's not just a relationship, it's a marriage where kids are involved. So you found yourself going from happy and whatever. Even when I was around my kids, I never tried to let them see it, but deep down you feel like you're dying inside. So I just actually went and said, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I got to go see somebody. So I actually went, again, way before it was popular. I went to a counselor, and she talked to me. She prescribed me some medications, and I started feeling, once it was adjusted, I started feeling better. You know what I'm saying? And then slowly but surely, you just got to get it right. So for everybody out there, anybody out there that has any issues or you're just not feeling right, in my case, it was anxiety and depression. It was never really a suicidal thing, with me, but it can get to that point. But sometimes you feel like maybe it's better off. But I just never really got to that point. Real talk, since we're being honest with you guys and we're telling the story, I did OD. You know what I mean? Like, there was a time where, you know what I'm saying, I just went through a separation. Everything was going on. I had been seeing a counselor. I was on medication, and I thought that I could get off my medication because I felt better. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I'm feeling better. Maybe I'll ease off. And I never knew up to that point what withdrawal and all that was. You know what I'm saying? But I got off it, and then I started having anxiety really bad. My man was going to come pick me up. He said, let's get you out of it. I'm coming to pick you up. We're all going out. Shake it off. Keep your head up. We're going to get you out of that mood. I said, nah, I'm just not feeling good. I just don't want to. And I started getting choked up. I started getting depressed with my man. And he was like, listen, we're coming. Then I started getting hyperventilating and all this other stuff. So I took the pills and I couldn't get when you're frantic and you're anxiety and you can't breathe, it was not that. I just, was, getting it, cracked it open, took the pills, and lo and behold, you know what I'm saying? Instead of my dosage, I took the bottle. And it wasn't, I just want to stress, because trust me, after that episode, I went through interview after interview, after analyzation, after all this crap. For 3 days, they kept me. It was not, I want to say this to my children, to anybody that watches, it was not, nor would it be, a suicide attempt. I get it. I get people feeling like that, but it wasn't. But my man got there. He actually climbed through my window. You know what I'm saying? Because my door was locked, whatever. He climbed through my window. He opened the door. They got me to the hospital. The doctor said, had they got me there a couple minutes later, I'd be out of here. You know what I mean? And after that, I really, you really appreciate life. You know what I mean? And on top of that, nobody on this planet next to loving hip hop loves their children more than I love mine. Like real talk, you know, I've had record deals. I've had on my acting career, you know what I'm saying? I've had deals to do series, movies. I had custody of my 4 seeds and I gave it all up for them, which is another reason why here we are. I'm sitting with you and I'm not, you know, going to the Grammys in a few months yet. You know what I'm saying? It's still early. So party the nights out. But you know what I'm saying? This is one of the obstacles that I went through, but I don't regret one thing. I love my children. So that's what happened with that. So I implore and whatever the other word is called, you know, saying urge anybody out there that's even feeling funny in any certain way, whether it's you're angry all the time and don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't want to admit, yeah, I'm angry, go see somebody because mental health and mental health awareness, anything, whether it's bipolar, whether it's depression, anxiety, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. People are ashamed to be labeled or they're afraid, you know, if they're in a relationship, they're going to be labeled and that's going to somehow to affect them. At their job, it's somehow going to affect them. Who cares? Life is short. The thing is, go get help if you need help. There's counselors out there that can help you. The only thing is with medication, you got to be honest with the doctor and you got to just, you know, rotate around it. Once you get it right, you'll start feeling better and don't get off it until the doctor says. But, you know, that's it. Thank you for letting me go through that. But that's, you know, that's not the whole thing. I urge everybody out there, you know what I'm saying, that's feeling a certain way, you know, you can get that help, you know.
But yeah, being that you did speak on the mental health, I do just want to know what part of your career brought you the most stress that made you feel like or put you in that mental health state of mind. What part of your career gave you the most stress that was like, you know what, this right here is weighing too much on me. I gotta take a mental. Where did you know that it was like, you know what, this is it? When did you know that?
I'm gonna keep it 300. I have no idea. It might be a culmination of everything. You know, it might be on one hand, and you guys know on the panel, if you've got something in your life that you want more than anything in the world, and I've always wanted to, you know, be that superstar, you know, hip hop artist. You know what I'm saying? I've always wanted to be an actor. That's ultimately the end game, to be an actor. But I've always wanted that. You know what I'm saying? I've always wanted to be a father, and I love my children. And now, like Snoop and everybody else, I got grandkids. I love them more than life. They are the air I breathe. And it never goes away. Like that depression, I find it even now coming back here and there. If it wasn't for my kids or my grandkids, like I might have, you know, regressed. You know what I mean? But then, you know, so it's a culmination of a relationship ending. You know, at first, when this all started, I didn't have custody of my kids. So now, instead of tucking them in every night, I get to see them, you know, whenever I see them. But me, you know, we had an agreement where whatever kids wanted to come with me could come with me. Whoever didn't. So most of my kids came with me. My one daughter stayed behind, but I missed her to death because I couldn't see her every day. So there was that. You know, the whole typical thing. You hate your job, like literally loathe your job. Like, but you do it, you know, to pay the bills, you know, is what you got to do. My grandmother passed away, like I said, and I don't know. My grandmother passed away, and within 6 months of each other, my aunt passed away, and my grandmother passed away, all within 6 months of each other. And I come from a long line of single moms. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother was a single mom. My mom was a single mom for a little while until I met my wife now. I was a single dad. Like we you know, single, you know, so I love women. I feel like Tupac over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was raised by women, you know, powerful women that my mom worked 1,000,000 hours. So I lost my grandmother, which was like my second mom, and my aunt that was like my third mom, all within 6 months. So all this culmination all at once, you know, had me feeling some kind of way. You know what I mean? So
hey, I want to say to everybody watching, make sure you pick up them gems that he just dropped, or mental health, and paying attention to your mental awareness and being aware of what situations are mentally. It's all important. And the fact that he got on here and told you his story and he told you how he bounced back from it, if you didn't catch no other part or you wasn't paying attention, go back and watch the whole show. But that piece right there, a lot of people get through something they go through today, I promise. Mikey,
Yep.
We've talked about the industry, startup, we've talked about we've talked about mental health. I want to get into something I thought was really dope about how you had so many international connections. You had a lot of international connections, right?
Right.
Working with different artists overseas. What are some of the places you feature with artists and some of the places you've traveled to in your music career?
Well, after, and then we'll fast forward for the sake of time. And I'm sorry for rambling on. I just want to connect the dots with people because I was telling my man Say Less, I respect you guys more than you know. I appreciate you guys more than you know. And anybody like you that is willing to have an up-and-comer of various degrees of notoriety on your show to tell this story. You're not censoring anything. You say to hell with, because even today, like with the whole story with Emeniem, that Emeniem thing cost me 3 years of my life. I was blackballed in this industry for 3 years of my life. I couldn't buy a deal. You know what I mean? And even up to today, I had, all the music I got out, you know what I'm saying? So I had a couple other, media people approach me and we did interviews and we scrapped the interviews because they were afraid to broadcast anything about Emeniem. They were afraid to broadcast anything about this dude that I had some issues with on the Jersey Shore show. The whole.
Hold on, wait. I want to hear about that too. Who on Jersey Shore was you beefing with? Which one was it?
the narcissist situation. we always, a lot of people call him a narcissist. So some people started calling him the narcissist situation. The situation, you know what I mean?
The situation.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we can sum that up we can sum that story up real quick. He was on the first 5 seasons. He was on top of the world. During those 5 seasons, he went from the most popular to the least popular guy on the show. Then they took a little hiatus where he had that tax problem, I guess. I happened to meet the dude. I met him a few times, but I knew they live around here. So I knew people that cut his hair, people that went to the gym with. And a lot of people didn't have anything nice to say about the dude. And definitely people I chill with, you know what I'm saying, that were from the hood, they weren't checking for those cats at all. But I was always waving the Monmouth and Ocean County flag. And I said, even though it's the Jersey Shore, I mean, we'll take what we can get, man. We need this area on the map. So I used to defend dude. So I met him and I said, listen, man, how about this? Long story short, I just need to get out there. I'm working on an album, Operation Broke Ass. I got some tracks done. Mr. Jersey Girls, actually, which would be perfect for the show if you ever get the show back. I had some tracks. And he looked at me and he said, basically, long story shorter, I don't know if you know much about Italians, but my word is bond. So when you get your stuff together, you give me a call and I'll legitimately give you a meeting. I can't promise you anything, but I'll give you a meeting. I said, listen, man, don't tell me some shit that just to get me out of your face. I'm not begging for nothing. I ain't beat for nobody. I said, I'm just asking you for a win-win. I've got talent. I can come to you. You and your brother got whatever business you got. I'll tell you what, most managers or whatever's going on get 10, 15%. I'll give you 35%. You know what I'm saying? I'll sign to whatever you want me to sign. I just need you to represent me because all I needed is that dude to take me wherever he went. And he was going to like the Video Music Awards. He was going to the Grammy. He was, they're the biggest reality show ever next to the Kardashians. So I was like, yo, just take me where you go. And he promised me, and this is what gets me, where you bring it back to the hip hop. He goes, I don't know if you know much about Italian, but my word is bond. Now, where I come from, when you say word is bond, your word better be bond. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said the other day, with my daughter, with my grandson. I didn't say word is bond, but I said I promise. Same thing. I said I promised to take my grandson to the playground, and they wanted him back before I took him to the playground. Same thing with this dude. I held him to it. I had everything ready, and I had a show pitch for them. Now, I don't know. I don't want to get into any legalities here. I don't know claims, whatever. But let's just say I had a show idea, and I called them repeatedly. Now, I can't say it's the situation's fault because I was dealing with his brother, you know what I'm saying, that shut me down from day one. You know what I'm saying? Don't call here. We'll get you for harassment. B, I called him twice. Twice in 6 months is not harassment. Plus, that dude told me call. And I had a song, my song, Mr. Mister, before our beef with YouTube reposted it a million times. We had 400,000 views in 3 days. And while that shit was climbing, I was calling. And his brother was like, yo, stop calling this. Don't. I said, yeah, but Mike said to call you. He promised me a meeting. I just want a meeting. That's all I'm asking for, what you told me.
So, Mikey,
yo,
Mr. Mister, that's another one we got queued up.
Yo,
so
yeah.
Everybody watching, let's go ahead and check out Mr. Mister. And we're going to jump back in and close out with Mr. Mikey on some more topics.
Real quick, let me just say big up to my man Kevin Wright at Cameras Rolling TV. He shot this. Everybody involved with the record. And my man Jim Sinner that produced the record. You know what I'm saying? Big up to everybody on this. And if you acknowledge the lyrics, again, we come with some fun. You know what I'm saying? Look at the video. We coming with some fun, bringing the fun back to hip-hop. All right?
That's a fact.
It's going down. Mr. Barslow is back in your town. Now the best kept secret gonna be spread around. Only a matter of time before the secret got out. Mr. Ride or Die for Jersey, lifelong resident. Mr. Make a Change, gonna be a black president. Call me clairvoyant, call me Mr. Yes, I know some shit like I'm not Jersey dude to make you forget about a stitch. My mic and my people are calling me, cause I beats up that beat more than Paulie D. To those that oppose, that's appalling me. You say you're rapping for your boy, stop stalling. See, I've been on the sideline, now I'm Mr. First String. Mr. Barslow, Mr. Do the damn thing. So different from these dudes with the same damn rhyme. Jersey rapping, funk flexing at the same damn time. Mr. Jersey Shore, Mr. Twisted, cause I'm Mr. Quick to twist the whore, I'm Mr. Barslow. Yeah, that's right, my Barslow, but opposite a tiger, cause I am a bug parcel. Don't try to keep me down, I'm staying up Viagra. You want someone to make it rain, I'll be Mr. Niagara. Don't mean to be a bragger, it's just my Jersey swagger. But if your skills ain't up, then I'm Mr. Gagger. They just can't get enough, I'm Mr. Make 'em greedy. So calling all chicks with low self-esteem that's needy. That might sound greasy, but they make it easy. Like chicks that roll commando and say cause they like it breezy. Like them, like Wayne, like Bob, like Drake. But the only thing them dudes got on me is a break. Mr. Local Town, so go ahead and phone around. Barslow, slow, soul brain, yo, what's going down? Mr. Oral Perfection, the best in my flow, so sick it's causing viral infection. So Instagram, I am a tweet and send. And tell all your FaceTime and Facebook friends. You catch me this time or do I got to repeat myself? You're into more trees than the whole team of Keebler L's. Ain't ya? Don't get it twisted, I relate. But my short-term Gatsby. What? Great. I need money, lots and lots of money. I dream of money, lots lots of money. I want money, lots of money. So give me money, lots of money. I want racks and racks and racks and racks. Racks and racks and racks and racks. Racks and racks and racks and racks. Preferably without those dye packs. Cause I'm trying to get it legit, but when I spit it seems it isn't popular to say I ain't got shit. Some say another of my flaws is staying on the same course, but people bust with spitting spitballs through plastic straws. I loved hip-hop cause real hip-hop is the reason that I'm doing this, even though nowadays keeping it real isn't lucrative. So the number of conformances growing quite enormous. This is evident by all the clones, lyrics and performances. But ringtone wrangler, they congratulated. Like a diaper full of 3 days of piss, they oversaturated. But have no fear, a hero's come along, stripping them of their titles like they're Lance Armstrong. Cause I need money, lots of money. I dream of money, lots of money. I want money, lots of money. So give me money, lots of money. I want racks and racks and racks and racks. Racks and racks and racks and racks. Racks and racks and racks and racks. Preferably without those dye packs.
Hey, Mikey, man. Hey, look, bro. I just want to say I love all the music you sent in today. I appreciate your honesty with us, your clarity with us, the time you spent breaking everything down. You know, don't feel like you talk too much. Don't feel like none of that. You did everything you were supposed to do on the screen tonight. You showed up, you showed out. You wasn't shy at all about who you was. That should let every artist know what they're gonna be when they get up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Thank you for having me.
For sure, you made it a real interview, Mikey. A real easy interview tonight. It was a pleasure having you on the show, bro.
I really want to say, like, being that, you know, me speaking with you, and like, I've honestly, I've heard your songs in the past couple of days. I'm loving your flow. I love the fact that just speaking to you and getting your personal side of how you felt about the whole Eminem situation. I just feel like personally listening to your side and then going back and listening to the lyrics, I feel like you really wasn't 100% throwing shots. It's more so of I'm spitting to you facts of what I'm seeing, what I'm learning, and you putting it on paper, you putting it to ear. And it's like, I get it. It would say for publicity, Eminem diss, but if you want to look at it and look at the industry and see what you really doing, Mikey, I understood where you was coming from with that. So like, I get it. The industry is how it is, but I do see 100% where I see that you was trying to just put an ear to it to, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah.
Hey, Mikey, like I said, once again, for everybody watching that's been tuned in for this whole 1 hour and a half interview, we appreciate y'all's time. We appreciate the effort that y'all put in to make sure to comment, show love. And you got some people screaming Team Mikey down in the comment section. I don't know if you saw that. But look, hey, much love from all the fans at MOB. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe this video. Mikey, any last words before you get up out of here, man?
Nah, I just want to say thank you very much for having me on, putting that out there. I know I tend to try to over-explain things, but you know what? You know what it is. When you get an opportunity to speak and clear up a lot of misconceptions that are going on, I know you guys, and I apologize, Say Less. I know Say Less wanted to get to a couple other joints, and he wanted to talk about a couple other, and I'm sorry. I appreciate you guys, and you guys just made the second line in my Grammy speech. So, there you go. When I'm up on that stage, the first sentence is the fam and the people, you know what I'm saying? And then the second sentence is gonna be you guys. So, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you. And I saw some girl had commented. That's the thing about me. And that I really want to leave this with, this conversation, and it kind of falls on deaf ears. And this is another fact about me. A lot of people don't support other people, especially around my area in Jersey. Everybody over the internet says, yeah, I'll support you, you support me. Let's do this, let's do that. And they talk a good game, they talk love, they act like they're agreeing. And I don't mean to throw shots at anybody because I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. So I support people. Like, I don't just support people. Like, I support people that, you know, and I'm older, as you know. I'll support a 16-year-old. I'll buy all the 16-year-old's music that he puts out. You know, if he acts like he's supporting me, I'll buy that. I'll even post it. Look through my stuff. I've gone so far with some artists where I did a video of how to buy that artist's music on iTunes. And the thing I hate the most is the lack of reciprocation. And this is longer than I wanted to end up, but so the one thing I got out of the conversation with Mac Miller, me and him were talking, and he was like, you know, talking from a younger dude to an older dude, like, what obstacles do you feel like you have? I said, I think it's the same thing between young and old. Most people will say, you know what I'm saying? I'm supporting you. I got you. Don't even worry about it. I got you. And in their mind, while they're saying it, they have no intentions on helping you. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to be the first one out the gate. But what they don't understand is when you get a dude like me, that's a loyal, appreciative dude, I don't care, nor have I ever cared in 30 years if I was the first one to blow up from our area. I just want somebody to get our area back on the map. Thus my hashtag, make Jersey great again. Because once upon a time, Jersey was great in that I don't think I'm the messiah of Jersey or everybody else in Jersey sucks. But once upon a time, there was Queen Latifah came out. Naughty by Nature came out. Redman came out. Poor Righteous Teachers. YZ. Lords of the Underground. Nobody comes out from Jersey. We had what? Fetty Wap in the last however long that was. We could all have that make Jersey get, if everybody would support each other, but everybody's out for self. You know what I'm saying? And I'm supporting everybody, but I just dropped Party Tonight. And I'll leave on this. Party Tonight, 2 versions, Jersey, South Africa, support both versions. I just got that out. I'm just asking everybody out there to support this record. And the only reason at this point, once upon a time, I wanted the fortune and fame, not for drip or Lamborghinis, but to take care of my family and not have to work and not see my family die working. But now, I just want to do the same. I just want to support everybody, but I also want to help the people that are coming up. My man in South Africa, Johnny Crank. Big up to Johnny Crank in South Africa. Big up to Quincy Young Third. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Romeo, Superstar. All my people in South Africa. You know what I'm saying? When we get this album done, we're going to have the Operation Broke Ass World Tour starting up in Johannesburg. That's my word.
I love it. And shout out to Johannesburg. Shout out to Africa. We've had them on the show multiple times. They've been on the show, Switzerland, all the countries out there that are showing love to anybody in the U.S. right now. Hey, look, as you see, artists love y'all back too, and they definitely want to get out to y'all. So I do want to say this. Thank you again for everybody tuning in. Make sure y'all tuning in to all the shows that come on Make It or Break It Media. It is on Monday. You got Do You Know Me with Ray Hunter. On Tuesday, you got Spike T with the Girls Cast. Hey, on Wednesday, you got Who Got Next with Yetta D and Mr. Say Less himself. And on Fridays, you got Hold No Punches with my man K Fella and D-Man. Hey, once again, much love, Mikey Barslow. Thanks for stopping by the show.
Thanks for
Thank
coming
you to
through,
everybody
man.
tuning in.
Hey,
We
can
gonna end this.
I say one more thing?
What's good, man?
Real quick, 2 seconds. My man that was on them tracks with me, Superman, it's Chain Spitter. Everybody check out my man Chain Spitter too.
Back. Hey, make sure y'all tune in. I got one more video from Mikey Barslow queued up. We're gonna run that, and y'all gonna see the outro, and we out of here. Love y'all. Peace.
Appreciate you, Mike.
We about to have some good time. We about to have some good times like back in.
Oh man, I ain't gonna be popular with this one, cause this one goes out to the real hip hop heads out there. While these other cats is rapping and worshiping Franklin, Grant, Cartier, Smith, and Wesson, and whatever else, what I'll be screaming is all praises due to the cool DJ Red Alert. Come on, y'all, get locked in. Here we go.
When you hear the hee-hee-ha-ha, it's not El Capone, it's Funky Hobo #1, y'all. Lots of fun for one and all. Bringing the good times, winter, spring, summer, fall. Follow me now, cause I rock it like a Palestinian on the hillside. Getting on takes a long time, it's an ill ride, but still I rise like fire and keep coming with more fire. And I won't stop rocking till I retire, cause love is what I got. Can y'all handle that? Sublime said it, but I reiterate it. So savor the flavor, later you'll appreciate it. But don't expect me to spit and sing about the bling bling, cause the fact of the matter is I ain't got a damn thing. Set the mountain to build and a pocket full of lint. Even the dough I ain't made yet's already been spent. So I keep grinding, man, just like the clips. They said my ship will come in, but I never saw no ships. If it came, it sailed, and what got me through it? Only my love for hip-hop music.